welcome to Baruuk, as voted on by the clan/alliance for the build video for this week. This might not actually get out on Sunday, it might end up on Monday, so apologies to not keeping to the schedule that almost no one's aware of. Anyways, this is Warframe's resident pacifist monk. So, let's head over to the simulacrum and see how that actually works. Alright, so here we go. Now, Baruuk, pacifist, you gotta be able to take a punch if you're gonna walk into a Grineer base as a pacifist, so we've got Mega Tank Baruuk for you right here with this build. As you can see, we've got 50% from our passive, damage resistance, restraint meter. We can elude things in a 223-degree angle. We can put guys to sleep for a good solid 72 seconds. We got 9% DR from our daggers here, and we got really useless 40% DR on his fourth ability to put on Null Star, which we get 5% per star and 18 stars. So we got like 99.4% damage reduction, and we evade most attacks to begin with. I'm going to stop with the joke now. This is the real build over here. The other thing will work, but I just go with the Rhino or whatever rather than do that. But hey, if you want like your passion and you want to be invincible. Apologies for any audio quality. This is the third try at recording this without some kind of interruption due to either my they think asthma or my neighbor's dog interrupting it. Here we got a reactive storm build. Not rewriting the wheel on Baruuk here. This was voted by the clan and alliance, so I didn't even necessarily go out of my way to have an idea first. Lots of this is pretty generic. I'm only going to cover a few points that are specific to Baruuk. This is his new augment. If you elude an attack, which is 180 degrees in this version, you can have up to 71% melee attacks being critical damage. I didn't have anything to really throw in this slot anyway, so I figured, what the hell? It's more boost for both his melees, his reactive storm and his regular one, and I can run this generally speaking anyways all the time, so what the hell. That is one of the reasons we don't have transient fortitude in here, is we didn't want to completely nuke the duration. Archon Flow and Vitality. Flow may go off depending what he's attacking to just give us a few extra energy orbs, particularly with the Corpus, I believe. Heat is what I've actually got modded by default on his Desert Wind, so that can give us some double heat procs from that, unless it gets swapped out, which we'll get to in a second. Precision Intensifies new. 9% strength on your fourth ability, absolutely nothing to the rest of your abilities, cannot be equipped with other intensifies. The only one of his abilities that even cares about power strength is this one. And you don't need a whole lot, which we've got in the rest of the build to get to that 90. The buffs on that too, but that again is just icing on the cake. Big one, Reactive Storm. 250% status chance on his Exalted weapon. That's a no-brainer good. Changes its damage type to match enemy weaknesses. I'm going to cover why that is a mixed thing in a second. Archon Shards. You want this one. Melee critical damage energy over 500. Tau Forged if you can. I don't have that much shards and or Stelta. So that's just an example. You can see we've got the budget red shards, which do not double their bonus. As the budget option, there's some durations here from a previous version of the build as well that I haven't removed. Naramon for combo counter, of course. Again, Naramon melee, no brainer. Desert Wind, nothing big here. It's a pretty standard hybrid crit status melee viral heat thing. Tennokai, you actually want the one that gives you a bonus critical chance on your heavy attacks. But I don't have that because alchemy is a slog and also often bugs still. And I haven't bought it from other people because they're kind of expensive. You may have noticed this red crit damage thing over here. That is because our companion over here, who you may recall from the Sevagoth video, is giving us bonus crit chance with the Tenacious Bond. Other than that, pretty generic companion build. One thing I will say with the synth deconstruct, if you want some more energy efficiency, you could also use the purple orbs that copy equilibrium as well and give you energy for health orbs. Regular melee, this is his signature Cobra and Crying. It's not super good, but every melee in the game is effectively usable. I thought I had a ribbon for this one, but I didn't. As it turned out, again, this is pretty baseline status build. You got your melee influence, viral. You got electric to proc the melee influence. Got a little bit of crit coming in through the blood rush as well. Guardian derision. You can tell the enemies to attack you instead. That will give you combo. Will also keep proccing that thing for the elude. Even if you're allies, and you can force them to attack you instead of your allies. Agrit's sort of adjacent to this build. Secondary dexterity is giving us combo duration and boosts this when we get melee kills, which is going to be all the time. It's kind of a backup big explosive thing. Kuva Hein's just kind of here to fill a slot, but there's a build for it. Generic viral hunter munitions. So we got some dudes up here. We gotta do some abilities to actually get our restraint built up here. There we go. Back over here, get some energy. This dude attacking me? Okay, they broke their AI. That's interesting. Anyways, see, this is Serene Storm. You'll see the first few hits here are just viral and heat, and then that's because of the viral and heat modded on my weapons. We pop these guys back up. Once I punch one, though, you'll start to see some corrosive gets mixed in here. And radiation in some cases. The biggest, besides potentially screwing up your status weighting, the biggest problem with that is the heat that we're doing and boosting with Hardcom Vitality. If you punch something that's weak to cold or weak to electric, it's going to give us radiation or blast instead of that heat proc. Little thing to consider there. Another thing over here with the reactive storm, it converts the impact part of the damage into the element, basically. It won't mess with the viral or other combined elements. You could run this to reduce armor. That's more effective than that number looks like too, because it reduces base armor, and then that also reduces multiplied armor. That will give Baruuk an armor strip. It's guaranteed. But yeah, you can't use it with Reactive Storm, because Reactive Storm will completely remove the impact unless you're attacking a specific type of Corpus shield. Things to keep in mind. Anyways, we'll see you in the Steel Path Survival in just a second here. We are on the Steel Path. We got a Grineer's Survival incursion. I'm just going to hop into that once I go into solo mode. Somewhere in here I'll staple the Baruuk fashion frame. It might actually pop up before this.
These foes
People
deserve
ask me
your
about that stuff.
respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and I.
Oh,
with your
there's the
victory.
control.
They have just shut down all
Immediately
systems.
cast Desolate
I'm
Hands.
sending life support
That gives
capsules
you
your way.
90% DR with our build, and we'll fly off and disarm enemies for you. Once we get a little bit of energy going here, you can cast the other thing, the elude. Uh-oh. F-Keep's not doing very well with the orbs. Okay. Well, that's an inauspicious start.
Life support incoming.
Strong argument for the preparedness mod here. Our energize is just refusing to trigger. Not, you know, doing us any favors. There we go. We're gonna get this going and these going. Now we're basically invulnerable. Because we got 90% DR from the daggers and an additional 40% from the reactive storms,
Activating it will buy you more
or
time.
serene storm. But yeah, if you ever wondered, a lot of Warframe creators, when they do these, they start in the middle of missions because they're spamming an energy pizza at the start to avoid that problem. That said, it's not a huge problem, as you can tell. We just last gassed ourselves back up. Once I get a little more energy, I'll turn the elude back on. Do you actually want to hit these guys with your physical hand too? Because there's a extra hit involved there besides the waves. It's the same principle as Excalibur, but a lot of people don't realize it.
For life support.
Oh, we dropped our daggers there for a second. That's why we started taking damage. Thing with Baruuk's reactive storm is it's just strong enough to kill them all without letting you get good combo build up.
Additional life support has arrived.
Can be kind of annoying. When your Tennokai goes off, you of course want to push it to do those kicks, which is a big AoE move. One I should show off is the slide attack, basically a Shoryuken. It lifts enemies. Yeah, this is Baruuk in a nutshell. Our enemies aren't being very cooperative with the life support drops either.
Activated.
Yeah, we can always throw one of those in.
On the way.
If you have the, there's a reload while holstered mod that will drop from sentience that was on there. That will basically mean that will be almost constantly reloaded when you want it.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Oh, the enemies are all in this room, I think. Oh, I forgot to recast my daggers again, didn't I?
When you need it, extraction is ready.
Yes. Always remember to pay attention to your dagger meter. Make sure you do in fact still have daggers. Or that will happen. When you're concentrating on other things, it's easy to lose track. It's also kind of early in the morning on Sunday, and I haven't quite finished my coffee. That's probably related, and maybe I should have held back on recording the video, but I am trying to get it up on schedule. We can head to the extraction. I'm not sure why our acolyte isn't spawning. But I'm not gonna hang out and wait for him indefinitely. We'll grab this.
Life support has been replenished.
Where's the store? Okay, it is the store. And away we go. So remember to drop a follow, like, subscribe if you want. This is not my most original build video by any means. I wouldn't necessarily pick Baruuk, but I left it up to a vote. Because I don't have much new to say on him. It's probably like 1 or 2 tweaks away from anyone else's Baruuk video. Or Baruuk build. But hey, we'll get all the Warframes in the bin eventually. And I'll try and drop the fashion frame in case you're interested. This one actually isn't in my signature colors. It's in purple and orange instead of purple and blue. And that will maybe be after this part or maybe before this part. We'll see. Maybe we'll throw it on after as bonus for anyone who wants to stick around. Catch you all in the next one. Just recording a quick fashion here. And the camera's weird in capture. Anyways. Just for quick fashion. Purple and orange. It's a complementary color thing. Obviously, I've gone over that in a previous fashion video. Look up complementary or harmony color palettes or triadic color palettes. They'll go a long way. We got the Bedouin helmet. We got the prime skin. These are attachments. Excuse me, Baruuk, would you get back in the frame? 1 second here. There we go. Alright, back as I was saying. There we go. Attachments. Got the Hexus arm plates, the Provire chest armor. I left the right side open. Just some Prismalotron leg plates and a Vengeful Flame ephemera. And yeah, that's how you can get your very own this kind of ninja monkey looking Baruuk. These Agreets, which you might be wondering, do have a skin on them. That is the Tarok Throne weapon skin. Makes them look like these little cards. And this is from, yeah, the Antonym Equinox bundle for the sword and shield skin. Just a quick one, and have a good one.